the most potent cancer-causing agent in our food supply. And who is most at risk? Children who may someday develop cancer from this one chemical.
That was the scare that educated me. The most potent cancer-causing agent affecting children. When 60 Minutes ran the story, I believed it. Environmentalists said Alar, a chemical used to keep apples fresh, killed kids. The result, schools across America banned apples. Moms poured out apple juice. Apple growers lost billions. But the scare was bunk. There was no good evidence behind it. Apples, even apples with Alar, are good for you. Today, we have new scares.
The water may be fine, but you might need to worry about the bottle instead.
The bottle may contain a chemical called BPA, which activists say can cause cancer, hyperactivity, all sorts of problems. And it's in here too, these cans. Another chemical damages kids' livers and kidneys, and it's in backpacks and other school supplies. So Julie Gunlock has young children. So you checked it out. You're with the Independent Women's Forum, and you like to check out stuff like this. What'd you find?
There's over 1,000 studies, independent studies, that have said that BPA is perfectly safe for common use. So BPA is easily vilified. I mean, after all, it's invisible, and people tend to say, oh, chemicals, it's scary. So, you know, I'll just trust what some activist organization or consumer rights organization says, and I'll avoid it. But there's no reason to avoid these products.
What's in it for the activists or the so-called consumer rights groups, which I used to believe in?
Right. There's a lot in it, mainly money. They sell fear. A lot of them get money on newsletters. Bad news sells. And this is true not just for these organizations, but the mainstream media that reports on this.
The biggest environmental group is the NRDC, the Natural Resources Defense Council. They sold us the Alar scare. They now have $185 million in assets, and on their website, we can do it. We can get the BPA out of baby products.
Right. This is the narrative, right? They say there's a chemical out there that's scary, that's dangerous, and we're looking out for you. We're going to tell you that these chemicals are scary. And so they issue these reports that don't even meet the basic scientific standards.
And yet the government responds.
They do.
BPA is now banned in baby bottles.
That's right. And what happens is, actually, they issue these reports, it generates a number of headlines, then the public is scared and demands that lawmakers and regulatory agents solve this problem.
The FDA commissioner said we're banning it based on the preference of consumers. Did not reflect concerns about the safety of BPA.
When you argue this issue with people, they will often cite all the governments that have banned BPA. The funny thing is, many of these governments have actually certified the safety of BPA, but due to public pressure, they ban it all the same. So
you could say, so what? So they ban that. How are we hurt?
Well, we're hurt because
this is BPA free.
Right.
Good. We have a substitute.
Well, once I had children, I noticed, my goodness, there's so many things that I should be afraid of. And I mean, not things I really should be afraid of, like loose nukes, but my garden hose and Campbell's soup and my baby's bottle. And this seemed absurd to me. And when I really looked and I dug deeper into this issue, I realized a lot of these claims are based on junk science and very badly done scientific studies.
And Campbell's soup is going to phase it out too.
That's
they say we don't think it's dangerous, but we got to please, when there's a scare, we have to respond to that.
And this is one of the examples of the cost to industry. Campbell's soup doesn't have an alternative. There is no safe alternative to BPA right now.
It's stopping botulism, which does kill people.
And the industry, and now Campbell's soup is under incredible pressure to phase it out. So imagine how much money Campbell's soup is spending on research and development instead of expanding their business, jobs. I mean, these are the things that Campbell's soup should be doing, particularly in this economy, not trying to find a replacement for a product that's completely safe.
This other chemical they're freaking out about,
right.
phthalates.
Right.
It's in soft
rubber
plastics,
right.
like rubber duckies and school supplies.
Right.
School supplies!
Right.
It's causing liver damage. Aren't you scared?
That's right. Every year around when school starts up in the fall, you'll start to see these reports of killer backpacks and murdering 3-ring binders. The truth is, and actually the CDC has said, the only way that you get phthalates into your body at trace levels, if you consume phthalate, so you have to eat it. So if your child is eating their 3-ring binder or their backpack, that's the real concern. But until they're actually eating their backpack, you don't need to worry about that.